Well guys, welcome to Camp Prevost. It's been a while since I posted a video, and as you can see out here, I no longer have the bus. I did sell it to a great, wonderful couple in Texas, and gonna keep the videos up. I'm gonna try to add some more videos and things like that if I can, but just wanted to let people know I've got a final video coming out, I think kind of a tribute to all the people and all the trips we've taken and all of that, and kind of go through it. But I've had a lot of companies in the meantime reach out to me, and they want me to do some reviews on some of their equipment, and there's no strings attached other than I get the item and then I do an honest review. And so I'm gonna post probably 3 or 4 of those on this channel, and probably over Thanksgiving here I'll try to put together a video on the bus and the journey that we've had. It's kind of like losing a dog. You know, you kind of forget it and get busy, and it's easier to forget it that way. But with that said, I think what I'm going to do is, like I said, just do a couple of videos on some batteries and give an honest review of it. And if you like them, I'm glad it was of value. And if you don't like them, no worries. But just wanted to let you know I'm going to post a couple of those videos. And without further ado, here's the first one. Redodo reached out to me and asked if I'd do another battery review for them, and I said, of course I would. So they shipped me this. I told them I was wanting to do another battery box. I think I brought it downstairs. My little box, I'll throw a picture up here, and put a battery in it, do another review, and put fuses in it, bus bars, all that stuff. And they said he'd like to send me a different battery. And so I'm gonna go ahead and open it up, and we'll take a look at it. So I got this cut open, and as we unbox this, sitting up here at the top it's in a nice plastic folder. Product manual and spec sheet. See if I can zoom out here. And post bolts are here. All right. So as we, man, they package this sucker nice. Oh wow. So it's a little bit different than the Mini. Got nice handles here. I'll see if I can pull this out. Drop everything in here. But there we go. So here is the battery, and this must be the bolts for the post. It looks a little bit bigger than the other one. It says Group 24, so I'll have to ask Mr. Google what that is, but I think it refers to the size. Yeah, it's another 12.8 volt, 100 amp, Group 24 Redodo battery. So I'm gonna pop this off, and we'll get a voltage and see what it got shipped with. So got it out of the box. Those handles are pretty nice to lift that up, and then they fold down. It's like a hard plastic. I mean, it's good hard material here. I think if you picked it up and you dropped it from 5 feet, you'd crack it, but probably crack anything. But it's a nice box. At any rate, my voltmeter, and I recommend this. I'll put a link down below. I don't think it's very much, and this one has the inrush. I think it was only $50, and you can get it without the inrush for like $30, and it does everything. But shipped with 13.15 volts, so it's a little low. I'd say maybe 50% or something like that. So what I'm probably going to do is get I'll probably hook my Victron up to this just because it's easier. We're supposed to get 40-mile-an-hour winds. I don't want to put my solar panels outside, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll hook my Victron up, and I'll go ahead and we'll see how much capacity we put in it. So I went ahead and hooked up my Victron. This is only a 5-amp charger. I selected the lithium settings and it goes to like 14.7. I ended up changing it to 14.2 and then a float to 13.8. I think from my experience with the big batteries that I bought before, if you full charge the battery and then like let it sit, it sets about 13.65. So we'll see what I might back that down to 13.65 for the float and the storage, and 14.2 for the full charge. But we'll see. It'll go ahead and graph how much amperage goes inside there. So we'll be able to see from there how many amps it came with. Well, I just unhooked the battery. I'll put up here. It put almost 62 amps in it, which means it was 38 amps when I received it. So gonna go ahead and see what else I can do to it. All right, guys, we are gonna do my channel favorite battery stress test. So I'm going to use this battery in my Alpha 1500 watt inverter that I've kind of modified a little bit to charge my car, and we're going to see how many watt hours go in it. We are going to set it at 9 amps and pull it until either the battery or the inverter gives out. And so I've got this set here. I did charge it to 14.2, not 14.8. So this is kind of set right now, and this will measure the amount of current coming out. I do have 0 gauge wire that goes straight into the inverter, and what we're going to do is go ahead and turn this guy on and plug this in. So we should be good here and charging. And see what the car says here. Got it set at 9 amps. It is 102. The car says 223 miles. And it says we're charging at 2 miles an hour. We will see. So we'll check in here occasionally and see how she's doing. I'll come back out here, and I'm gonna put this guy right in there so I don't heat anything up. But we are pulling 1132 watt hours out, 12.45 volts, 90.93 amps, and we've pulled 15 watts out of that battery so far. So like I said, we're going to go and see. So at 12.8 volt, 100 amp, it should be 1,280 watt hours. We'll see what we can get out of it. All right, guys, checking in here. Inverter just kicked on, or fan there. It's about 15 minutes later, 300 watt hours in. We're 1144 watts. Battery's holding good at strong at 12.51. We're at 91 and a half amps. So 15 minutes in, that should be about another mile per hour on the car, so it should be like 224 now. Let's see what it says. Yeah, 224. So not that that's a good indicator, but clicked up 1 mile already. So 318 watts pulled right now. So we'll keep checking in. We'll see which one gives out first. So we are about 600 watts in about 30 minutes and 644 watt hours, still pulling 1141 watts of power. We're holding strong at 12.51 volts and 91 amps. And everything seems real good. Not that it's a good indicator, but car is clicked up to 225 now, so kind of interesting. So we'll just let this keep running here. We're about halfway into the battery. So checking back in here, about 45 minutes later, we are at 900 watt hours. So that screen right there, still doing 1140 watts. 12.42 volts now the battery's dropped down to at 900. So I think I might do a 3, 6, and a 9. So we're up to 92 amps. So like I said, it's been about 45 minutes. It is 150. And so we'll keep going until something gives here. All right. So the inverter's been hanging out good. So we are coming up towards the end here. So we're at 1103, 1104 watt hours. We are pulling 1145. It's dropped down to 12.23 volts, so 93 amps. And all these wires, except for where they're in the sun, I think I'll pull this back a little bit. Just trying to keep it out of the sunlight. No need to introduce something else to it. So yeah, 12.2 volt, and the inverter says 11.6, and yeah, we'll just keep going until one of these two, probably the inverter, will shut down. So that'll be a test of, you know, how high the voltage will ring out here during this test. So we'll keep going, but we're at 1120, and theoretically we should get 1280 out of it. And it is 201. All right, guys, it is 206. We are at 1,224 watts coming out of a 1280 battery. We're now pulling 102 amps at 11.26 volts, still pulling 1160 watts. And so I don't know, it'd be interesting here. I might just keep the phone on. Yeah, because we're really starting to drop now. You can see the voltage. Yep, we are ticking down. We'll see what we get out of this in real time. So inverter says 10.3, battery's holding at 10.9. We're at 1240. So we'll see. I'll keep the camera on here until it quits. So we're down to 10.67. $1,249. 1250, and there it went. All right, so shut her off. So we are at 208 exactly. Pulled 1,250 watts out at 100, almost 100 amp hour load, and voltage is going back up to 12. So yeah, I think that was pretty good. Have to do some comparisons. Got some more batteries. I just did this on the greener battery. We've got the Redodo Mini, and I've got the Dr. Prepare, and got another battery coming. So be interesting to do this stress test, and at the same time I'm putting some voltage, some miles in here. So I think this said 226 miles. So added 3, almost 4 miles to it. And you could argue it did 5 because it's got 1250. There are some losses. So now I'm going to hook the solar panel up to that and charge it back up. But I think this is kind of interesting. One, just to see how it works, but that's a pretty good load to put on the battery. And appreciate you watching. Hit like and subscribe and join me on the next one.